Math is not kind if you go against it. Oh man. What did we just witness? And if you didn't watch it, man, you were spared some incredible frustration. Because this game tonight, this is a terrible loss. I know it's only the 9th game of the season for the Knicks. However, we're almost an eighth of the way through the season. So at this point, we got to start looking at actual results and not just keep projecting forward, which I have been. I've been patient. I've been thinking, you know what? This, it's going to take some time for these new guys to figure it out, to gel. But at some point, your just innate ability to be a winner should take over and overcome the dynamics of the situation or adjust to them. So it seems like neither the coach nor the players, because even though I have THIBS' face right here, because I'm going to fuck with him right now. This is ridiculous how we lost this game. However, it's also on the players. How can you let a team that lost by 20, who could not even crack 90 points against the Charlotte Hornets 2 nights ago? They lost 103-83 to the Charlotte Hornets on Friday night, and now come out and light us up for 132 fucking points? Really? We're supposed to have we're supposed to have 2 of the best wings in the NBA. Plus, you add Josh Hart on that? How does this happen? I'll tell you how it happens. When your coach is coaching against the grain. That's right. He says, we need to put up more threes. But where the fuck are the play calls? Where are the high pick and rolls with Towns and Brunson? How come you're not constantly going to that? How come you're not drilling into the brains, the minds of your players? Shoot the fucking three! It's not that difficult. It's not. I know I've heard, it's hard to get it. No, it's not. Not when you have superior three-point shooters. Put the shots up. When you constantly drive to the hoop and one of your players' asses end up on the floor, that's an easy open look for that other team on the other end. And then, on top of that, they don't play the same stupid strategy you're playing. They're like, let's hunt for threes. Let's let them fly. You get like a half second, gap, let it fly. And that's what they did. Talking about the Indiana Pacers. This is a bad loss. And I'm going to say this is probably the first bad loss of the season for the Knicks. The other losses you could kind of understand. The first game, Boston, whatever. Boston shot out of their minds. They broke records, or they tied the record for the most threes made in a game. They were just unconscious. But since the calendar changed from October to November, they haven't shot the three that well. So it was a freakish thing. It wasn't like the Knicks did anything to make that happen. However, makes me wonder about that when you consider what the Pacers did tonight. The Pacers outscored themselves by 49 points from Friday night to tonight. 49 points. Sometimes teams don't score that in a half. 49 points. And I think they scored 40 points in the fourth quarter. My name is George. If this is your first time here, welcome into the Knicks-Verse. I am pissed off. I am pissed off. I'm pissed off about a lot of things. And this made it made it only worse, honestly, watching this game. The team had it. They had it. I didn't like the way they were playing. I didn't like how they had the lead, but they had a lead going into the third quarter. But then that fourth quarter, they completely, utterly collapsed. In fact, let's just look at let's look at the fourth quarter stats right now. Let's just go to it. Hey, hit the thumbs up button for me. I appreciate that. Drop your comments. Everyone want to hear your thoughts and feelings about all this. And share this video. And subscribe if you haven't yet. And turn on the notification bell so you're alerted when I actually go live or drop a video. Haven't been live yet this season, but I will. I definitely almost went live tonight. Look at this. This is the fourth quarter stats right here. Okay? What jumps out at you right now? What jumps out at you? Well, to me, what jumps out is right here. 4 3-point attempts for the Knicks, right here. 4 3-point attempts for the Knicks, 13 for the Pacers. They shot 61.5%. We made 1 out of 4. We made 1 3-pointer. That's the only 3-pointer we made the entire second half. They made 8 just in the fourth quarter alone. You can't win fighting the math. And now, that's definitely a THIBS thing. This is on THIBS, but it's on Brunson. Jalen Brunson, Karl Anthony Towns. You two are two of the best 3-point shooters in the NBA. You should know you need to hunt for them. Don't take the bait. They're chasing you off the 3-point line because they want you to drive. Because why? It's simple. They're giving up 50% less point opportunities by chasing you off the 3-point line. Why are we falling into those traps? Great question. Great question. Those are the answers that need to be addressed immediately. Because game 9, you are now underwater. You are 4-5. You are under 500. For a team like this, the team with the third best betting chances to win the NBA championship, according to Vegas, OKC and Boston are number 1 and 2. I think Boston's still number 1. OKC's 2. Knicks are 3. For a team like this to lose like this, it reeks of stupidity, man. It reeks of stupidity. It reeks of not understanding the dynamics of what's happening on the floor. And that's where we should be excelling. And this is on THIBS, really, but at the same time, it's just as much on Jalen Brunson. Just as much on Jalen Brunson. Though Jalen Brunson had a good fourth quarter. He played 10 minutes, 12 seconds in the fourth quarter, 4 or 5, but did not attempt a single 3-point shot. It seems like I had to double check when I looked at it to think that Jalen Brunson did not attempt a single 3-point shot. He's one of the best 3-point shooters in the game, and also a clutch 3-point shooter. Goose egg, not a single attempt. And Cat attempted 2. Bridges, who's also a big problem right now offensively. I'm going to say, and defensively tonight, he got used and abused. But he attempts 1. Nothing for OG in 10.5 minutes. Not a single 3 for Josh Hart in 10 minutes. Deuce played 7.5 minutes. He attempted 1 3-pointer. Then when you look at the Pacers stat line, the box score, 2 of 3 for Mathurin, who had a fantastic game today. 1 of 2 for Pascal Siakam. Miles Turner hits all 3 of his 3-pointers that he attempted. Easily could have been Cat attempts those same 3s. Easily could have been Cat who hits those same 3s. This game could be really drastically different, the result, if he had done that. But it was Miles Turner who did it for the Pacers, not Karl Anthony Towns for the Knicks. And then Ben Shepherd, who can hit the side of a barn. He is 1 attempt during this quarter. He hits it. And then Tyrese Halliburton, who I still despise him as a player. I hate his whole vibe. I just can't stand it. And then Tim Bontemps tweets out, "Oh, it's good to see he's back to normal." Fuck that. Why? Why is that good? I fucking can't stand. It's one of the reasons ratings are down. No one likes this guy. And the NBA is forcing him on us as if he's a likable winning player. He's not. He's a joker. He's not. He's not real. So this is bullshit. And then Jerice Walker, it doesn't show it here, but he fucking killed us in the previous quarter. Where was it? Where is that? The third quarter, Jerice Walker, 2 of 4, hits 2 huge three-pointers to get the Pacers back in the game because the Knicks were doing okay. We had 33 points in that quarter. They had 34. We lost that quarter. Why? 0 for 6 from the three-point line. 0 for 6 right here. 0 for 6. 0 for 6. Three-point line. Meanwhile, they were 4 of 10. So it's not that complicated to figure out why this game was lost. But at the same time, you have to give the Pacers a shout out to their defensive intensity, to their scheme. They decided to chase us off the three-point line and let whatever happened inside the arc happen, but they were going to give their effort to, make it difficult, but they weren't going to give us open looks from the three. But even so, they weren't even going to give us comfortable or even semi-comfortable looks from the three-point line. And we took the bait and we just went right into it. 132-121, Knicks lose by 11. That is unbelievable that we lost by 11 after leading 94-92 going into that fourth quarter. And it shouldn't even have been that close, to be honest with you. Should not have been that close. Oh, man. I am furious. New York Basketball tweets this out. Threes in second half. Pacers 12. Knicks 1. That's 36 points versus 3. Now, you can all say, oh, we don't like the hunting for three-point shot game. Doesn't matter. That's going against reality. Reality is that's how you win right now. Until rules are changed or something is altered, this is the reality of the game. You must shoot threes. It's just simple. It's simple math. Instead, tonight, it was Benedict Mathurin crushing us. Tyrese Halliburton crushing us. Miles Turner with 3 3-pointers crushing us in that fourth quarter. And look, this is on this guy, Brunson, right here. He's the captain. He should be setting the tone. He should be forcing up some threes to get people to understand, okay, it's okay to take uncomfortable threes when you need to. And also, it's not so much uncomfortable. I think he's actually they're passing up on just, somewhat clean looks. Yes, are they getting somewhat contested? Yes, but put them up anyway. Pacers hit half of theirs while contested. You can't make a shot if you don't take it. Tommy Beer, and this is now on THIBS. Due to Pacers injuries, the Knicks had a huge advantage off the bench. Yet THIBS basically goes with a 6-man rotation and doesn't take advantage. No reason Kolek should play less than 2 minutes tonight. Knicks look tired down the stretch and give up 40 points in the fourth quarter. I was telling my girlfriend the other night, I said, it's hard to score in the fourth quarter. It's hard to break 30 in the fourth quarter. Knicks, I don't know, this is at least the third or fourth game they've allowed their opponent to score 30 or more in the fourth quarter. And why? Because how do you play defense? With your legs, with your arms, with your body is how you play defense. It takes tremendous effort to be a great defensive player and technique, of course. But you need the ability. You need the fuel in the tank. And when these guys are being overplayed, and THIBS is reducing his rotation down to 6.5 men, 7 men. I mean, how can I excuse that? That's just insanity in November. Did you see Rick Carlisle do that? No. Rick Carlisle played guys like Eric Freeman, Jerice Walker, Johnny Frumpy, Quentin Jackson. Do you guys any of those names even sound familiar to you? No. Where was Pacom Dadie? Where was Kolek in the second half? Where was Matt Ryan? Matt Ryan, we just signed him. Why not give him some time? Where was Jacob Toppin? How come let him fucking run free with his brother off the court? His brother's one of the injured ones. If you're a longtime watcher of this channel, you know that I try to keep it real here. In this kind of loss, I hope it's not a harbinger. It feels like it. I hope it's not. I hope it's something that they can look at themselves and redirect and self-correct so that they can approach this game the next time they're on the court in an attacking fashion, three-point hunting fashion. And, I mean, defensively, I have some stats to show you guys where this team actually was at if you remove the Boston game. But then when you watch what happened tonight, it's like total head scratcher. Here they are. This is all of the NBA stats if you remove the first game of the season for the Knicks. They would have the third highest offensive rating, offense in the NBA. Third best. Only the Nuggets and Cavaliers would be above. Timberwolves just below. The Randall Dante Timberwolves just a tick below. However, when you keep going, the Knicks would have the sixth best defense. This is not including tonight's game and not including the first game of the season. Remember that. A 108.9 defensive rating. It's fantastic. When you are in the top 6 in both categories, you have a contending team. Boston's right there. OKC, 1 and 2. Those are the top 2 considered to have the best chance to win it all. Mavericks, who was in the NBA Finals last year, right there. Clippers, interesting. Magic, right there. And then when you look at net rating, the Knicks have the number 2 best net rating in the NBA, not including tonight's game or game 1 of this season. 10.2 net rating. We didn't play like that kind of team tonight. We looked confused and tired in the fourth quarter. And no one looked more confused and tired offensively and defensively, I will say, than Mikal Bridges. Too much double teaming guys that don't need to be double teamed. Too much trying to fill the paint like Deuce. Why is he in the paint, Deuce? Why are you in the paint when you have a guy in the left corner, Jarice Walker, the 6'8" 9" guy who can shoot the three? Why in the corner? The easiest 3-point shot that there is, wide open, boom, hits that. And then on the next possession after that, ball moves around, Jarice Walker left wide open above the left break, sinks that three. Those two 3-pointers is what sealed the game for the Pacers in the fourth quarter because the Knicks were battling the whole time. Mikal Bridges puts up 6 3-point attempts, of which at least 4 of them seem like heaves. Like, oh, I got it. It's just like flicking it. No, you don't flick a 3. You shoot a 3. You stroke a 3. If it gets blocked, it gets blocked. Fuck that. But if you flick it, it got no chance of going in. 0 for 6. 0 for 6 for him. 8 points. 42 minutes. 42 minutes, 8 points. That is embarrassing. Embarrassing. OG Anunoby was having a fantastic game. He was the best player for the Knicks in the first half, but only finishes with 25 points himself. He had 19 at the half. He was 7 of 10 at the half, 3 of 4 from the 3-point line. Never attempts another 3-point shot. I mean, I didn't even know that until I said it. That is unbelievable. And when you think about this, he only attempted 4 more shots in the entire game. So your hottest player at the half, 19 points for him, incredibly efficient, plays an additional 17-something minutes. Almost 20 minutes. Almost 20 minutes in the second half. Attempts only 4 shots. Now, the positives were Brunson finally started clicking in. This game, he had 15 points at the half, and then he finished with 33 points total, 11 of 17, but only attempted 2 3-pointers. Josh Hart attempts 3 3-pointers, doesn't hit any. He gets a double-double, 16 points, 10 rebounds for him. Brunson had a double-double, 33 points and 10 assists for him. That is a nice little positive that's coming up on this is Brunson's assists are up. I believe they're up over last season or as of late, whatever they're figuring out, they are up. Towns did not have a good rebounding game for himself. He has been one of the top 10, 15 rebounders in the game so far this season. He did not get double digits in that, but he did end up with 30 points, but only attempted 5 3-pointers. Sound like a broken record because this record is broken. Right there. The plus minus, Mikal Bridges a minus 11. Karl Anthony Towns a minus 13. Josh Hart a minus 16. Anunoby a minus 2. Brunson a minus 8. That's the game. Benedict Mathurin finishes 7 of 9 from the 3-point line. 8 rebounds, finishes with 30. I think it was a career high, 38 points. Maybe it's a season high, 38 points, but I think it's a career high. Tyrese Halliburton probably has his best game of the season. 14 assists for him, 35 points. He just kept the ball moving. You know, not so much dribbling. Just keep the ball moving. Pass. The Pacers shot 45.7% from the 3-point line on 46 attempts, 21 points, and that is why they won the game. Because, look, we shot... they shot 51.1%. We shot 55.4%. So we outshot them overall, but not from the right spots. Let's go to the team stats here, and then I'll be signing off soon. As I mentioned, Knicks actually outshot the Pacers, but once again finished with only 5 less possession attempts. And that is becoming a chronic problem for the Knicks. The Knicks are chronically attempting much less, mostly, sometimes often double-digit less attempts than their opponents. They've been somehow trying to figure out how to win those times, but tonight it wasn't, and that's why they're 4 and 5. 3-point shots, 7 of 25 for the Knicks, 21 of 46. I mean, that's just easy right there. The free throw line, the Knicks did get to the free throw line at a nice pace, and so did the Pacers. The Knicks won the rebounding battle, 39-32. Assists, only 23 for the Knicks, who they've been up in the 30s, which is fantastic. Now they're down to 23. Steals, they lost that battle. Blocks, they lost that battle. Total turnovers, they lost that battle. Fast break points, they lost that battle. We won the points in the paint. Who gives a fuck when you lose? Why is that important? It's not important in today's NBA. I don't know. I know we had lost the points in the paint against the Bucks. We'd lost it against other teams, and we won those games. Points in the paint is a meaningless stat nowadays, unless the efficiency is insanely high, which it hasn't been with us. It has not. Largest lead for the Pacers was 14. We had a 10-point lead. We had a 10-point lead in the third quarter. In the third quarter, the New York Knicks had a 10-point lead. All right, look, the Knicks got a lot of work to do. This loss is unacceptable as far as I'm concerned, and I'm putting it on. I mean, the whole team, obviously, but this guy right here, THIBS and Brunson. You two are the ones that set the tone. You got to fucking get your guys on the same page. You got to hunt for threes. You got to fucking and THIBS. You got to fucking extend your rotation. Who gives a shit who's injured, who's not? Don't exhaust your players. Don't exhaust them. I'm just sick of that shit. So sick of that shit. Almost 43 minutes for Josh Hart tonight. 39 minutes for Karl Anthony Towns. 42 minutes for Bridges. 41 minutes for Brunson. Only OG had like a somewhat reasonable minute line. 36 minutes for him. And he was your best player in the first half. Think about that. All right. Thank you so much for watching this. Again, my name is George. Please subscribe. Follow me on Twitter And share this video, hit the thumbs up button for me. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and turn on the notification bell. And I will see you around the Knicks-Verse.